Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nazia Zuen here from Zuen's Beauty Vlog, and today we have another exciting video. It's going to be about the comparison of two very overhyped sponges. They are the Aoa, that is the Shop Miss A Wonder Blender, which is only $1.5, and the another is the JUNO and CO Microfiber Velvet Sponge. Girl, this has been through a lot of controversy. Like people said most of the people said this is not good, a lot of the people said this is really good, and people actually went on the bandwagon of buying this right after Nikki Tutorials video. And Nikki Tutorials was actually sponsored by JUNO and CO, but she failed to give the disclaimer, and so lots of people are trusting her, lots of people are not trusting her. So I wanted to try out both. Like these are both very affordable, and I go through sponges a lot since I do a lot of makeup. So this is, since these are both very affordable, I believe after using the discount code it might be $6, or without the discount code I'm not 100% sure. You can check the website. I'm gonna link both of these down below. Alright, so half of my face I'm gonna do with this sponge, which is the Wonder Blender, and the other half of my face I'm gonna do with this sponge, and we're gonna compare and see which one does the job faster, which one uses less product, and which one is just more easier to use. So I'm gonna do a close-up of each of the sponges now. So this is the packet that the Wonder Blender comes in. You can take it off and seal it back in, so it can be kept in this protective pouch if you want. But make sure not to store your damp sponge in a packet. Let it dry out first, otherwise it can go mold. So this is the Wonder Blender. As you can see, it's quite small, but when you wet it, it's gonna get double in size. Now this is the packet that comes with JUNO and CO sponge. It's a sealed packet, so you can it's like a Ziploc bag kind of. You can keep the sponge once again back here and store it. Ooh, so this is the close-up of this sponge. This has quite an interesting texture to it. It's very fuzzy, almost like when you touch a velvet sponge or like a velvet cloth. It's kind of like that, like it's very fuzzy. Like ASMR. So the texture, I would say this is a little bit more harder than this, but this is a little bit more squishy. So this is the size comparison in my palm. This is a little bit more fatter and this is a little bit more longer. So I'm gonna go wet these two and compare the sizes after wetting. So I have wet them both, and look how big they have gotten. Like I could hold them both in my palm back then and it was really small, and the Aoa one has really grown. It has become almost double in size, and it's very soft and squishy. This is very soft too, but they have a completely different texture. Like this one is kind of, see, like it's very airy, and this feels very dense. Like it is very soft, but it's very dense too. Like I don't know how else to describe it. So I'm deciding which part of my face to use which one. I'm gonna go with this one on this side, and I'm gonna go use this one on my left side. So I'm gonna be using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and first I'm just gonna prime using my regular primer, which is the Benefit Professional, and be right back. So usually when I'm applying foundation, I will go in with a brush like this and spread out the foundation. This is from Makeup Revolution. It's their stippling brush, and it's very dirty, as you can see. So I usually use that, spread out the foundation, and then go in with my Makeup Revolution sponge. But since we're doing a comparison test, I'm not going to be using any brush, and I'm just going to see how much product which one soaks up and which one takes up more of the product, basically. So first I'm going to start off with the Aoa sponge. So I'm going to start off with that much foundation on the back of my hand and go in with the Aoa sponge. soaking up a lot of the product. Like, I know whenever you're using a new sponge, it's going to soak up a lot of product, but it still is soaking up a lot of product. Like, I used like a big drop of the foundation for half of my face, and it's still not the coverage I want it to be. Like, I'm gonna be needing another drop for the coverage I intend with this foundation. I'm gonna be taking another drop, like half of what I took initially, and go back in with the Aoa sponge. So that's quite done. You can see the difference. So I would say this sponge, it does the job of spreading the foundation really quickly, but as I said, it absorbs a lot of the product. And let's see if we can remove that problem using this fuzzy little ball. So I'm gonna take the amount that I initially took for the Aoa sponge, and let's see if I need more. I'm gonna go back in with more. So I'm deciding which tip to use. I think I'm gonna go in with this one, and I got the foundation here, and I'm just gonna spread on my face. It's actually doing the job a lot faster. Okay, so I'm done with this side of my face, and as you can see, I took only the first dollop that I took, the first drop of foundation that I took, that covered my entire face, and like it didn't absorb much, so I had to. But one problem I'm facing is like it's making my foundation sit on the top of my skin. Like it's like on this side it looks like my skin, like it blended out on my skin, but on this side it looks like I put on a lot of makeup. So there are pros and cons to both of the sponges. Like this one takes up a lot of the foundation, like it soaks up a lot of the foundation, but it creates a smooth finish. But this kind of makes the foundation sit on top of my skin, which I'm not really liking very much. So on this side I'm gonna go back in with this sponge and see if we can remedy that. Well, that actually did it. Like this side of the face is looking much more better like this side was, and now I'm a bit confused. Like this sponge is doing one job only. Like this can help, this is helping reduce your foundation loss. Like it won't absorb that much of a product, but since it's not absorbing much of the product, it's not creating an even base. Like my skin doesn't look very smooth when I'm just using this, because it's making the foundation sit on top of my skin. But when I'm using this one, it's going to be making the skin look more like skin, and since it's absorbing a lot of the product, it makes it more even and smooth. So I still don't know how I feel about it yet. I think I'm gonna go give it 1 or 2 tries, one more. Since this is my first impression, I'm gonna try it more times and then come back to you what it means. But for now, I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and give you my thoughts. So I just applied my concealer, and wherever the parts I went in with this sponge, I had to go on top of it with this sponge, because it made it look like it was sitting just on top of my skin, like it made it look artificial, and I had to go back in with this one to smooth it out and to make it look a little bit more even. So I don't understand why people are raving about this, because yes, it does save your product, and that's all it does. Yes, it does save your product, and yes, it will spread out your products very fast, very soon, but it's not doing a very good job in blending it with your skin. Like, it's making the makeup sit on top of your skin. So why are people giving it such a good review? I don't know. Maybe, I guess makeup is very different for everyone, and if people like that kind of makeup, like when the makeup sits on top of their skin and it makes it look very heavy and cakey, maybe that's what they prefer. I don't. I wanted to make it look a little bit more smoothed out and part of make it look like it's part of my skin and it's just not sitting on top of my skin. So I prefer this one. I'm sorry, JUNO and CO and Nikki, I guess, I don't know, but I'm gonna go with this one. Like, it's absorbing a little bit more foundation, but you can easily remedy that by applying your foundation with a brush first. Like, any brush will do, a stippling brush or a foundation brush like this. I use either or of those, and then go in with this sponge and it will be flawless for you. So you don't need to spend $6 for a sponge. Just use the $1.55 because that's way better. I don't think I need to try it out any more times to give my opinion. I think I've already decided whether I like it or not. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and be right back. Alright guys, my makeup is done, and I know I'm wearing a very crazy look, but it's actually a part of a collaboration with a fellow vlogger, which is based on Pinterest wallpapers. And if you'd like to check that out, make sure to follow me on my Instagram. I'll link it down below, and the tutorial of this look will be up there soon. I'm not really sure which one will be going up first, but hopefully this video is going up first. So overall, my thoughts on these two sponges are still the same. Like, I like this sponge better than this one, even though this soaks up more product, because this makes the product blend out to a smooth perfection on my skin, whereas this just makes it sit on top of the skin. So I don't know why people love this so much, because I don't like that kind of finish with my foundation. I prefer a flawless, smooth finish that looks like skin. So yes, this is the update for this sponges, and if I change my mind about these sponges, I'll make sure to update you guys on my next videos. But for now, yes, I would really prefer this one over this one. So that's it for today. I'm gonna sign off now, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a like, and comment down below what else would you want me to compare, review, and want to see on this channel. That's it guys. Bye bye.